Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Arifah binti Abdul Aziz. So here we go for the first section in this report, which is background of the company. The company that we choose is Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd. Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd was owned by the successful leader Rosli and his wife Zaidah binti Muhammad. Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd was established in 2005 and was located at Kampung Kuala Dal, Iraq. Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd produce local chicken meat and king per year is 300,000 per annum. Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd responsible to supply the local chicken meat in several company and city company. Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd also is Bumi Putra company registered with Ministry of Finance of Malaysia, which is MOF. The vision of Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd is developing and promoting local product to the whole country and international. The mission of Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd: first is to increase the product marketing. Second is to ensure that our products are 100% free from parasite and harmful chemical. And the third one is used by the technology method in producing chicken. Then is objective of the Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd. The objective that they want to gain is to increase 5 unit chicken farm per year by using closed house and environmental control. The second one is increasing the number of technology and supplier. And the third one is to provide training class to the new breeder and unemployed youth. The fourth one is increase profit by 20% by next year. And the last one is to join the venture with other company. Next, the organizational chart of Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd. It begins with the CEO of Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd, which is Encik Rosli bin Mat Rashid as Operational Manager, and goes to Zaidah binti Muhammad as Assistant of Operational Manager, and goes to Muhammad Syaitul Mazwan bin Samad as Marketing and Sales, and it divides into 7 workers.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Shaqila binti Rosli. 3.0 current system description. Ikhtiar Mentari Sdn.Bhd is currently use a traditional system that is paper-based system to monitor the worker tasks. First, the supervisor will record the details of the worker in the file, such as worker ID, worker first name and last name, and many more. The worker will put the day-old chick with weight 40 to 50 gram in the closed house. After that, the old day chick will be given a specific bun and drinks with a fixed quantity every day by the worker. Next, the worker will give the chick supplement of medicine like vitamin weekly before the chick is 25 days old. So every week after 10 days, the old chick will be weighed per basket. Then the worker will catch the day-old chick on the day of 33 to 35 days old, and it will be recorded by the supervisor. The problem statement of this company is when some incident happen, like a broken machine during the peak season that will lead to decreasing the profit. The worker has some problem to inform the supervisor or the manager because the location of the chicken farm is far from the city and it's difficult to get a good service when it's come to contact the supervisor. And another problem would be the management system for the supervisor to keep track of all the data is not efficient. This is because all the data are sticker in the hardcover file. Even though the data have specifically categorized into certain part and neatly organized in the file, it will have some issues when they wanted to find a certain details of the data because this firm needed a report all the details daily so that the firm is in the good condition. This problem also takes a plenty of time. The solution for this company is to create some good system for the workers to use if they wanted to file a complaint about the problem in the farm. Then the complaint will get directly to the supervisor without any worries because it will easily connect the supervisor, so that the supervisor will identify the problem and quickly contact the people to fix a machine so that the chick will be in a good condition. Another solution will be the supervisor should upgrade the system into a database management system. This is because it will be more systematic and time-saving. As a result, the supervisor will have a backup data if anything happens to the file. This also will make the supervisor worries about the missing data have been reduced. Also, the supervisor will have some more time to look for a specific data rather than search through all the data in the file.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurulhuda binti Ayub, and this part is database objective. And for this, we have 3 types of database objective, which is the first one is a data should be highly consistent depend the amount of concurrent transaction operating on the data stored in it. Second one, this program had to save more time to check or to find any record. And third one, this program can make data to be more implement with various security features such that it ensure high level of integrity. And next is database design, and first one is relational schema. As you guys can see, we have 10 entities that are connect with each other, and this is 3NF design. And to make it look clear, we proceed to our ERD design. And this is how our ERD design is look like. And first one is table worker that connect with building, which is many to one. Building are connect to activity building, which is one to many. Building to chicken, one to many. Chicken to supplier is many to one. And all of this is a weight relationship. And for table worker, they have around 10 attributes, which is PK worker is worker ID, FK worker is building code, and building code is from a table building. And next is table building. They have 4 attributes, which is PK is building code, and next one is activity building. They have 5 attributes, which is PK is activity code, FK is building code that are taken from building table, and they also connect with chicken management and building management. And this is disjoint subtype known as non-overlapping subtype. And chicken management and building management have PK and FK that have same types. And next is chicken. Chicken have 4 attributes, which is PK is chicken type, and FK have 2, which is sub ID from supplier table, building code from building table. And next is supplier. Supplier have 4 attributes, and PK is sub ID. And next is disjoint type below or supplier table. And chicken supplier, chicken medicine, and chicken brand have a same PK and FK just as supplier ID. And next, okay, for database implementation, we are create our DDL name is service, and we just type the create database service, write DB2 right here, and run. And from this, I already create. As you guys can see, this type is service. And for insert the all of table, which is we have 10 entity, we also just type the create table just like this. In table worker, our PK is worker ID, so we write down worker ID right here. And our foreign key is building code that referenced by building, so we write down also. And now we are already done create the table worker if we click run. And for me, I already create the table worker, not just table worker but all of table. So just run. To show you guys that I have created the table worker, let's see. And see they have a table worker right here. And I already insert the all of data that I want. Okay, after the table worker, we also proceed to make a table building and others like this. Just proceed like this. And next is we proceed to alter table. Okay, for alter table, we gonna make the table worker have the table, others table, which is we make it like this worker status. So just type alter table worker. Okay, after that we just click run, and let's see if we have already created the table in the worker and add the column. So let's see. To check our table that already add column, we just type the table that we add the column, which is I already add column in table worker. So that means I just select from worker. So I just select from worker, and as you know, I just add column which is name worker status. So let's see if we already have a worker status. And here we go. Here our column that I already add, which is worker status. And next, we proceed to drop the table, which is I gonna drop the column that I already create. So for drop the column, we just type like this. And from this, we are gonna drop the column which is worker status. So type worker status and drop. So it's successful. For check our table, so select again our table worker. So see, we already dropped the table worker status. So in the table worker, we doesn't have any column information about worker status. And that's all for alter and drop table.
Next is DML. DML get from the DBL, which is create the table. So we want to know, is it the data that we create is correct or not? So we just select star from worker. We select star from worker because we want to know the table of worker. So we run. Then we got the worker ID, first name, last name, birthday, gender, hire date, citizenship, worker position, monthly income, and bill code. So it was the same that we put in the DTL. So for the building, activity, chicken management, building management, chicken supplier, chicken medicine, and chicken brand, all are the same method that we use in the table worker.
And for a simple SQL queries is display data chicken type, chicken quantity with a quantity of a chicken more than 10,000. So let's see the command. Select chick type, chick quantity from the chicken table where a chick quantity more than 10,000. Let's see the output. A chick type and chick quantity. Ayam kampung 20,000, Malay kampung 20,000. Question number 2. List a activity code, activity frequency, activity scope, and building code where activity scope start with M and activity frequency start with W. This activity must be in building A, ordered by activity scope. So let's see the command. Paste. Select activity code, activity frequency, activity scope, and building code. And this is details. And let's see the output. So this is the output. Question is display chicken management data that chicken activity scope whose second character is the letter of A and ordering by activity code. So let's see the command. So select activity code, chicken activity scope from chicken management table where chicken activity scope like second letter, ordering by activity output. So let's see the output. So activity code, chicken activity scope, code 34, and chicken activity scope, cats, chicken.
And next is subquery. We also create for all of these is 3 questions, and the first question is list first name and duration in days of the worker with shortest duration. Name the derivative column as hired date. So we write down the column just like our report in DB2. So we already write and just run, and we will get the output like this. And for our second subqueries is we want to do a monthly income analysis for people that have worker position as staff button. Show the last name worker position, the number of years they worker at January 1, 2020, and their monthly income. Name the derivative column years. Short the listing of highest monthly income first. So we write down the command like this in our DB2. So just write down. And now we are already write down the command, so we can run the output right now. So click execute. And this is how our output will look like. From the question 2, we want to list down the last name, worker position, years and monthly income that have a same position with button, which is button is a staff worker position. And
Subquery. So the question number 3. The question is list building code, building name, first name, last name of all those workers in building who is female worker. So we want to solve the problem in DB2. So after we write, therefore we got build code A, build name office, first name Zaidah and last name Muhammad. So this result is same as our report. Next is retrieving data from multiple table, joining database table. So the question 1 is display a report list of workers ID, first name, last name and building name who are met. Sort the list workers first name as Sandy. So we solve the problem and write it. Then we write. So we got worker ID, first name, last name and bill code, same as our report. So question 2. Display a report list of data for only workers ID between 001 and 006. Exclude supervisor from the list. Order the workers, first name and last name. So solve the problem with So we run. Then we got first name, last name, worker position, bill code, same as in the report.
And next for question 3, display the data have chicken type, chicken quantity, supplier ID and supplier name, which chicken type is Surama and supplier type is chicken supplier. So based on the question, we just write down the same command in DB2 right here that I already write here, and we just run the command, so we get the same output just as like our report, which is chicken type Surama, chicken quantity is 10,000, supplier ID is 21, and supplier TIN number as shown as below.
Column function and grouping. Question number 1. For all activity type, display activity type and the total number of activity type. Name the drive column F number and ordering by activity type descending. So let's see the command. So select activity type and count as a number. From activity building table, group by activity type, ordered by activity type descending. Let's see the output. Activity type and table and number table, chicken management have 4, building management have 3. Question number 2. Show the average monthly income for the man for each building. Display building code, average monthly income, number of people in each group, include only group that have 3 or more people, show only 2 decimal places, derive column, average salary and count. So let's see the command. So select building code, gender, average income, count for worker ID, and from worker table, group by building code, gender, having count more than 3. So let's see the output. Building code, gender, average salary, count. Building A, gender male, average salary 4,000 and count 2 men. And building code B, gender M, male, average salary 1,500. So the people in building code is 6. Last question for column function and grouping. List the total spend of monthly income for all staff in building A and building B, ordering by building code. So let's see the command. So select building code and monthly income as sum from worker table, where building code A and B, grouped by building code, ordered by building code. So let's see the output. Building code table and sum table. Building code A 14,000, building code B 9,000.
The last part is report. From our project, we can list down around 4 different types of report, which is the first one is report of a list of number of workers that assigned to a building. Second one is report of how many number of chicken that's supplied by a supplier. Third one is report of a list of activity arranged by a building. And the last one, report of number of chicken placed in a building. And that's all from us. Thank you for watching.